Today I'm going to be installing a Gator SFX truck bed cover. All right, so let's get it unboxed. All right, so as you can see, it comes in pretty much one piece. All right, so along with the cover, they send some seals with you. And these are mainly used for along that back side. So you can see back there. I already actually have a seal from the last cover I had on there. But if you don't, definitely this stuff, you just pull this tape off. You can cut it and seal back there. All right, so the first thing we're going to do to get this installed is we're just going to get this laid out on top of the bed here. I would advise if you're going to install a seal, make sure you get that done first. I wouldn't worry so much about the sides, but again, it kind of depends on what kind of truck you have to identify what kind of seals you need. One thing to note when you do lay this out on the truck bed, this clip here is going to be on the front or closest to the window, so you'll want to remember that. All right, so now once we got it on top, just going to line up our corners best as we can. Try to get it laid out evenly as possible. And then also lined up as evenly as you can down the rail here. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to attach our clips here, one to each side. And that's, again, how this attaches is going to vary a little bit by the type of vehicle. All right, so like I said, I have a 2013 F-150. And any models from 04 to 14, I think, have this little plastic piece over the top. And I need to cut that back because I actually want the connection to be secured to the metal part right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this over, get that. I'm not going to tighten it down completely. I'm going to put some marks here so I know where to cut this. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but a couple marks in here so I know where to cut it. Okay, move this over. Get that up there tight. Not trying to over tighten it, but tight enough that it's secure. I'm just going to go the other side. Now, one thing I will go over real quick is here, if you do have these, and over here you just have a metal flange, and the reality is that really all this is a metal flange. So you could clap that on there, or you could also use this here, and this piece right here you can untighten that, and this will expand out a little bit like that. You can put that on there and tighten that down. That's another option for installing this thing. Now, the one bad part that I don't see on these is how you lock these straps in place because they will move. So, I mean, I think this is a good safety mechanism. If these somehow get disengaged, it'll keep this thing held down. And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't see a way to lock these in place. Maybe somebody else knows of one. Feel free to comment in the section below. But I am going to strap these down like this just as an extra precautionary measure. I don't think that's a bad idea. Alright, so now that we got that flip black, we're going to grab our tail clamp here. And that's going to be very similar to our cab clamp, which is down on the other end. But again, for my model of truck, I've got these plastic pieces here, which I need to cut back. So again, I'm going to mark this here. And I'll take my utility knife and cut that back. Okay, and then we can pull that over, pull it down. There you go. Now it's snapped in there. Same deal over here. I know it's kind of tough to see. I'm trying to get the light better, but these will snap in here. So you can so when you're done with it, and when you're pulling this thing, when you're flipping the cover over, you can actually just snap it back up in there. But again, same situation. That back, pop this down, bring it over, pull it down, snap it, and you can. So now you can see there's a little bit of movement here, but that's not going to go anywhere. All right, guys, and there you go. That's really all there is to it. Pretty easy to take on and off. Takes about 5 to 10 minutes to install. Probably a little easier if you don't have to cut the plastic off again. Depends on the kind of vehicle you have. But like I said, pretty easy to install. As always, thanks for watching. If you're not already a subscriber, make sure you click that link below, and we'll catch you on the next one.